What's up, people? Course here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today we're going to be taking another look at Aurora. Aurora, she's kind of a fighter slash caster type character. Definitely not super mana heavy, but she does use a bit of mana. As I get into her, I made a deck that's mostly power and penetration. I went power because I saw that her ultimate seems to be her big thing. Her Horror Frost is a really big thing. It's her CC that really makes her valuable for a team, not so much her melees. So I didn't go crit or haste or anything like that, because that's more for if you're going to be in a 1v1 situation. Maybe I can see that being more viable, but for a character like this that has such heavy CC, I wanted to make sure that her abilities were hitting hard. So I'm going to go through the deck and I'll explain my rationale a little bit more as I go through. So I start with the Warlord, the 60 power, 100% damage bonus. She is a fighter type character, so you do want her to hit hard, you want her to be a threat. So I go with that card right there. Now for the consumables, very simple. Health Potion, Scout Ward, because you want that vision. She does have excellent escapability, but even still, if you can see the enemy coming, you won't have to waste your cooldown, won't have to waste that mana, you can just run out. So I keep the ward up just for the vision. And strike token helps with the last hitting, helps securing kills, just a little extra damage to start out because she doesn't really consume a whole lot of mana. Now as we get down to the deck proper, since she's Fury Intellect, I start out with my 3 Madstone's gems as per usual. Now as I go through this, so the Madstone gem is 12 power, 5.5 attack speed, and then I equip all 3 of them with 3 minor strikes. So I like these cards because they give you a nice boost of power early on. Helps with ganking, helps with last hitting, securing kills. You want to go with that power early on. It's better than crit or attack speed or anything like that. If you don't have the power behind any of that stuff, it doesn't even matter. So I go with Madstone. And the little bit of attack speed is not really a big deal, but you know, it's not bad. Now as we get to the deck proper, as you can see, I have all meltdowns and a Brawler's Ward. Now the Brawler's Ward is 6 power, 30 mana, then 6 power again. I keep the ward in my deck because, as I said, with the Scout's Ward, you want to have that vision. I usually don't equip it until the end of the game-ish, but if you need to, you can equip it early on. It does give you a nice little boost of power, so it's almost like one of the Madstone's gems. And yeah, so if you need to equip it earlier, do so, but I usually wait until a later game before I equip mine. I just keep my Scout Ward for a while. Now as we get in here, I'll go over the 2 meltdowns that I built first, and then we'll go over some of the weaker some of the stronger meltdowns. So this meltdown is the one I built first. And meltdown, in case you don't know, is 12 power, 2 ability pin, and then 6 power once you fully upgrade it. I like this card because it gives you that nice boost of power, but also it gives you the ability pin. So your ultimate is hitting very hard, your Horror Frost is hitting very hard, or it's cutting through the armor. Now I equip this card with 2 strikes and then 1 shock, giving me 4 ability pin right there, 6 altogether. So that right there gives me a nice little bit of damage, and it also makes it so that my Horror Frost, my ult, are doing a fair amount of damage as well. The second one that I built is going to be 2 shocks and then a strike. So 2 ability pins right there, 4 apiece. The third one that I build is going to be pure power. Well, the third and the fourth one that I build technically are going to be pure power. So this meltdown has 3 major casts, and the fourth one that I build will have 3 major casts. The last meltdown that I build is going to be 2 major casts and then a focused shock, and that will put me at 28 ability pin. Now if you want to go more damage, or if you want to swap one of these out for attack speed or crit, I would say attack speed, because I think you'll get more value out of that. You can do so. You do not have to go to the full 28% ability pin. Once you get to about 20 ability pin, you're doing true damage. So if you want to swap one of these out, you can, but this is what I'm running right now, and this deck does really well for me. My melees are hitting fairly hard, and she has a decent attack speed already, so I don't really need to build attack speed, and all my abilities are hitting very hard as well. So that's how I'm running her. I use her as a support, somewhat fighter. It's kind of in between, because her CC is really good. You have Aurora on the team, it's gonna, it just makes it so much more difficult because her CC is ridiculous. So people, let me know what you think about Aurora, this deck build. Let me know if you're still actually playing Aurora. I still think she's very viable. I still play her fairly often. But let me know what you think. Who's your favorite fighter right now? As always, people, if you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and make sure to share the video out. Maybe somebody else will see the deck build and like it as well. Thank you for watching, people. I appreciate it as always. We will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.